Hey guys, I've been looking forward to doing this for a while. You probably pick up a lot of things I'm explaining involve a various degree of theory sometimes. Now, let me just say, it doesn't matter what style of music you play, pop, rock, punk, anything. Having some theoretical knowledge is great. It's not actually about creating rules, it's just about creating labels. The analogy that I like to use is, let's say you go to the pantry and you whip up a meal and it's amazing, and you said, hey, I didn't learn any theory, I didn't learn any rules for cooking, I just whipped up a whole bunch of things and I made this delicious meal. And I never would have made that meal if I was sticking to a cookbook. Okay, great, good for you, that's cool, no problem with that. But here's the thing, next time you want to make that meal, or if you want to know why it tasted so good, you might not know, you might not be able to replicate it, and you may never be able to do it again, okay? Also, if you want someone to cook it for you, for example, good luck getting him to cook it for you, okay? So all theory actually really does is it labels things. So when you go to the pantry and you cook something, you know what you used, or you know what you didn't use, etc. So let me give you this, the first example. If I'm playing a major scale, note the slap back. Okay, that's why it's theory for rockabilly and psychobillys. But really, it's theory for anyone. It's just now it's got a bit of slap back on it. So, and there's a Gretsch involved. That's all there is to it. So let's say I'm playing a major scale: C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now, if I play a riff, and I go, nah, I don't like that. So what if I go, hey, I like that. But you say, well, that E flat, that's not part of a major scale. Why would I use it? You know, thank God I didn't learn theory, or else I would have not used that note because that's not in the major scale. That's okay. Here's the cool thing though. Now if I want to play that anywhere on the fretboard, D, E flat, whatever, and I know my steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I know I was using the step just before the third, right? 1, 2, 3. I was doing 1, 2, flat 3, 3. Okay, so it's just, again, it's not telling you what you can do. It's telling you, it's giving you an idea of what you are doing, essentially. They're not rules, okay? Theory is being taught wrong all over the world. You're all wrong. Stop calling them rules. I don't know who's calling them rules. It's just labels. So that is how I'm going to proceed. Preclude? That's how I'm going to start this first theory lesson, is telling you that, because I think that will be really helpful. Now, today's lesson will actually be on the very, very most basic thing, and that is the major scale, because everything we talk about in music theory references the major scale. What is the major scale? Why is the key of C the first one to use? Okay, so today this lesson will be a bit slower, and then as we go it's going to get quicker. Okay, so I'm going to go through all of these, so at some point you get through all the keys and the fretboard and stuff. So the major scale is kind of what Western music is entirely built on. It's all about the steps. So on a piano, all the Whyte notes happen to be in the key of C. We start on C. We don't require what's called accidentals, sharps or flats or anything. So we start on C, okay, and then we go up a tone, which is 2 frets, and that's our D. We go up another tone, which is an E. We go up a semitone, which is an F. We go up a tone, which is a G. We go up another tone, which is an A. We go up another tone, which is a B. And we go up a semitone, and that's it. Okay, that's the whole gamut. Okay, now we don't need any sharps or flats to make the pattern that we just made then, which was tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Write that down. T, T, S, T, 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 S. Okay, because that is what everything that we're going to reference comes back to when we talk about the major scale. So when we play on a piano, we get these same tones because the black note is the black notes are like the notes in between. So imagine white note, black note, white note, black note, white note, white note. There's no gap there. Oh, there's nothing in between. F to G, so it goes white note, black note, white note, black note, white note, black note, white note, white note. And that's our major scale. Now, you'll notice in the key of C, C, D, E, and F, they're right next to each other, okay, semitone apart. G, A, B, and C, also a semitone apart. Okay, B and C are a semitone apart. Okay, what's a semitone? It's 1 fret. So, these steps, we start here. Now remember the tone, tone, semitone thing. Watch this. Tone. We don't say tone when we play C. That won't make sense. Tone is the movement. So we're on C. Tone to D. Tone to E. Semitone to F. Tone to G. Tone to A. Tone to B. Semitone to C. Okay? That's the major scale. Okay? I've really got to stop using my phone for these because I get messages and people call and it cuts out. Anyhow, so that is that's the major scale. Now, what happens when we go from a G? Now, something to remember: B and C and E and F are a semitone apart. No matter where you play them on the guitar, that's how they are. So if we start from G, it actually gives us an idea of what's coming, right? Because G to A, that's a tone, right? They're always going to be a tone apart. A to B is a tone. B to C is a semitone. C to D is a tone. D to E is a tone. E to F is a semitone. And we're back on G. Now let's have a listen to that. Okay. That didn't quite sound right. What do we need? We need this. That's the major scale. But what we had to do here was we had to take the E to the F and we had to change that to E to F sharp to get tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Okay? And that is why we have sharps and flats in different keys, etc. As our starting point. Again, not rules, just as our basic starting point. Now, we actually label anything that fits into the tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, the major scale, we label them as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? And then 8 is 1 again. So it doesn't matter what key you're in, once you understand that pattern, you know what a 1 is, a 2 is, a 3 is, it doesn't matter, it's all the same. But when we want to make changes to that, we now can give it a name. So for example, a flat 3 would look like this. So 2, 3, here's a flat 3. Okay. If we wanted to use a sharp 4, here's 1, 2, 3, sharp 4. Oh, he's using the sharp 4. I love that sound. Okay, so this is where you can develop a vocabulary very quickly, and then also, when I say vocabulary, I don't just mean the words, I mean the notes that you use. So, really useful. Of course, we're not going to go playing in straight lines on the guitar, but I hope that helped you see the key of C. I hope that helped you see the way that scale comes together and what it looks like when played across like that. We actually play it a major scale like this. There's the 3, so it's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. All right. Okay. And then if we're going to do it from G, we use the F sharp, because that's how we're going to get our pattern. So the key of G has an F sharp. Right, now every different key has different sharps, and they kind of accumulate as we go up in a certain order. Let's not worry about that now. Let's just focus on that very basic thing where I played the tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, and I did it from G as well. Just get familiar with that and think of it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. If I do it from G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which I needed an F sharp, 1. If I do it from D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So for D, D to E, so we've only done a tone. We need to do another tone, means we're going to get an F sharp, Now it's a semitone, tone, tone, semitone. Now another tone, another tone, another tone, semitone. So to play the key of D, we need F sharp and we need C sharp, okay? By now, okay, if you understand this concept, you should be able to play a major scale on one string from anywhere. Okay, so that is today's first lesson and first challenge. Practice the tone thing. See if you can make sense of that. Good luck. Next lesson, we'll start actually... we can start working through all the keys, all the major scales. And you're probably thinking, I'm never going to play that in a song. It's okay, it doesn't matter, because every major scale has the same notes in the minor scale that you would be using. If you don't like the sound of those, you probably like the sound of this. So if we're in C, what if we start from A and use those same notes? Okay, that's a minor scale. That's all it is. So whenever we start on the 6th degree of any major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if we make that our home plate, okay, that's a darker sound. And then you might start using notes outside that. Okay, so I just made up a riff. Scales are cool like that. They will do that if you start learning them. You'll come up with things and hear stuff that you like. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Please, feedback. I kind of feel like that's an epic, so I've been playing guitar for 25 years, and I feel like that little lesson there is exactly one of the things that really helped music theory really click for me on the fretboard, or at least how to teach it, you know. So yeah, let me know what you think. Did you like it? Do you find that helpful? Are you excited to move on with this? Thank you. Please Patreon, subscribe, hit the bell, all those sorts of things. It really helps. See you later.